Hi guys, my name is Akobi Tunde. I'm popularly known as Elbony Ventures. On today's series, I'll be sharing with you how I transformed my food stuff shop to a makeup studio. Let's get right into the video. Firstly, I will try to encourage everyone that it's not quite easy for anyone out there, but whatever you have passion for, please try and go for it, be it little, big, or small. So, here I am stating everything that I did during this renovation. The store is quite a big shop, which we use part of it for. We demarcated it into two initially, which we use part of it for um cyber cave. Then I use the other parts to sell food stuff. So being that I love creating content with makeup and gele and other stuffs around me, it was quite challenging because most days I'm always in my shop attending to customers. So I use my Sundays from morning till night to shoot content. So it was not quite easy. So I thought to myself a day that how do I make this thing easy for myself and how do I go about it? So initially I had the plan. I have a store at home, a room at home, which is the room is not quite useful for us. We only put loads there. So most times if I'm at home during my childbirth, when I was at home, I couldn't come to shop. So most of all my goods are always delivered to me at home. So I have a dispatch rider that dispatch the goods for me. So I thought to myself that why not move all these goods to the house and renovate this inner store you always use for the food stuff, for the makeup, the creating of content and the makeup shoots you always do. So it was not quite easy because initially I did not have the money, and I thought to myself, how do I go about it? Then I called all the people that will be working one by one, that how much will the expense cost me. Firstly, I talked to the weather that how much will this cost me, and all. He told me, he checked the pictures and he told me the initial price, which was about 20,000 naira each, which I built the iron work for about 20,000. Then after then I called the furniture to do the foam work on it. So when after then I talked to the carpenter to come to the shop, that how much will this thing be costing me. He gave me the quotation of the demarcation, that if you want it to be net and all, he gave me the demarcation to be 40,000, which we negotiated, because initially he said it was 50,000, but because he said the price could not go lower than 40, so I paid 40 for the work and to do the work inside, and the external place we use for the most of the things we always keep inside the store, which is my food store shop. We have to move it outside, so we did some partitions again, like where to keep some stuff, which is like laptops and all. We have to do some partitions on it. So the cost price for everything that I did was about 40,000 naira. And after then I called the electrician, which I spent about 35,000 on electrical work. He did his work. And I called the furniture to do the mirror and all for me. When I called the furniture, he said he will be collect. I showed him the picture. He said the price is about 60. No, he said the initial price he told me was about 80,000 for the lighting and all. But I told him I did not want any lights, that if we could collect 40, but he said no, that he will be taking 60,000 naira from me. But later I agreed to about 55,000, which I paid 55,000 for it. And after then I called the painter. The painter did some work, which is the floor tiling, the mirror, the painting for the external part and the internal part, which I painted white. He painted it satin white, and he painted the outside navy blue. I'll be showing the picture of the before and after of the two places. So after he painted the inner satin white so that it will be easier to clean later while it is dirty and all. So after he did the work, he gave me the cost price of about 50,000, which I later negotiated to 40,000. I did the couch, and I did the couch for about 40,000. I did a coffee table. I wrote down all the quotations and everything. The whole spending and everything cost me about 350,000 to renovate the place. It does not include the shop price and all, but the whole demarcation, the beautification, that everything that I did, I spent about 350 on it, and for the beauty alone. And after then I went ahead to buy some lighting for myself. On that I spent about 100,000 naira on that. I bought some LED. I bought a LED light. I bought a soft box, and I bought ring lights. I have a tripod stand before, and I did some work for everything. I've spent about 500,000, which is not quite easy, but with the dedication of God, and I had some contribution I wanted to collect, I matched everything together to do this project, and I believe it will be a positive project from here to a greater place by God's grace. It's not quite easy, but with the glory of God, I push everything together. So after I'm done with everything, I crumpled everything. What I had left that is not yet to be done is I've not installed a fan in yet, but with time I think I will do that by next week. But currently this is what I have here, and it's not quite easy, but everything is done for now, and I'm always here to encourage everyone. Like I've always said, do not relent on your efforts. Once you have something in mind that you can do, please push it forward, try and do it. It's not easy for anybody else if you have the money at home, but if you are a struggler like me, it's not quite easy. We are all struggling together, and do not relent. I believe one day everybody will make a yes, and our story will come out good. So this is my story for now. I believe for now I believe I'll make another. I forgot. So I spent about 20,000 naira on buying the curtains that I needed for here. Then I did some DIY interior deco, which I did by myself. Then after then I did some beautifications to this place. Then I put everything together, which came out beautiful. And I needed some lighting for lighting source for my work. So I bought some lights. I bought LED 600. I bought the soft box, and I bought another ring lights, which is the round one. So I did all that. It wasn't quite easy, but with the glory of God, I did everything, and I'm still not where I. And quite short, I have a studio at home I use at home. Initially, I set up a room I use at home for content creating generally, but because of time and everything, I could not match the two together. That was why I had the idea of transforming this place, which is quite not easy, but to some extent, being managing like 3 or 4 businesses together, I still give God the glory. So that's the story for now. I hope you enjoyed the before, and I hope you enjoy the after. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.